core support class. So we'll start today in cross-legged. So once you arrive there, you can wriggle any little bits of tension out that you might need to. Bring the sitting bones nice and firmly grounded down onto the mat. Take a nice breath in, reach the crown of the head up, and as you exhale, you can close the eyes and bring a little bit of softness into the belly. Your arms or your hands can settle maybe on the knees or in your lap. And your next breath in, you can reach the shoulders up towards the ears. And then exhale, take them back and down, feeling the shoulder blades glide down the back. Take another breath in here, same thing. Lift them up. And exhale, glide them down and back. Once they land, take a breath in and reach your arms up towards the sky. Exhale, bring your right fingertips down towards the earth and take a side bend towards the right side. Keep rooting down through your left sitting bone and right hand. Take another breath in here. Find a little bit more space through the left side of the ribs. And then exhale, bring your left hand onto your right knee. So just rounding through the torso. On your breath in, we'll keep the twist. Begin to lengthen through the spine as you glide your right fingertips back behind you. Using the core here to support this particular pose. So most of the strength and the energy is being held in this midsection of the body. Option to take your gaze over the right shoulder if that feels good for the neck. Take an inhale, reach both arms up, spiraling back to center. And then exhale, let your left fingertips come down to the mat. Root down through the right sitting bone and reach towards the left side. Keep anchoring down through your right sitting bone and left hand. Take another in-breath. And then exhale, rounding towards the left leg. So right hand catching hold of the left knee or thigh. On your breath in, rounding up, lengthening, continuing to hold that twist. Lots of strength, spiraling through the core. Maybe the gaze looks over your left shoulder. Take an inhale, coming back to center, reach both arms up. And exhale, bring the hands down. You can walk your feet out in front of you and bring the hands just behind you, fingertips pointing towards your sitting bones. Ground the feet fully, spread the hands, press into the hands and feet, and then begin to lift the hips. Take an inhale to reach the hip points up, squeezing the glutes, so we're strengthening through the back body. And then exhale, let your hips come down towards the mat. Hovering the feet, option to hover the hands coming to boat pose. Bring everything back to the mat. Take an inhale, press down to rise up, lightly squeezing the glutes at the top. And then exhale, hips down, lifting the feet, maybe lifting the arms, boat pose. Just taking a couple more of these. If you need to keep the hands on the mat in your boat pose, that's absolutely fine. Pressing down, rising up, breath in. And then exhale. Keep reaching the crown of the head up. We'll take one more inhale to lift. Squeezing the glutes at the top. And then exhale, release. Hover the feet, maybe hover the arms. They can stay down if you like. And then from this boat pose, take an inhale. And then exhale will slowly open out to low boat. So keep the legs hovering, the back of the shoulders hovering. Reach your fingertips towards your toes. Squeezing the legs together, holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Then slowly releasing the whole body down onto the mat. Take a moment here at the bottom. And then lifting the legs up, hugging the knees towards the chest. We'll take a couple of mini rolls until we come all the way to a forward fold. Bending the knees, pressing down into the earth, and then gently rolling all the way up to stand. Take an inhale, reach the arms overhead. And then exhale, twisting, again using the core muscles to do this. So find that twist from the core first, then reach the arms one back and one forwards. Maybe gaze towards your right fingertips, towards the back of the mat. Take an inhale, come back to center. And then exhale, bending the knees, hands to the heart. Twisting towards the right side, option to wrap your left elbow around your right thigh. Gaze reaching towards your right elbow or maybe down towards the mat. Take an inhale, come back to center, reaching both arms up. And then exhale, folding down. Inhaling, half lift. And exhale, we'll step back to plank pose. And then from plank pose, we'll walk the legs so they come all the way together. Kick your heels back behind you. Squeeze the legs towards one another. We'll soften the elbows slightly, wrap the shoulders and elbows back. Take one more long press and squeeze, and then exhale, you can release your knees and come onto your belly, or lower all the way down in a straight line. Once you land, you can untuck your toes and separate them slightly so the legs are maybe as wide as the mat, or maybe even slightly wider. Bring your hands underneath your forehead. You can stack the hands one on top of the other. We'll bend the right knee, flexing through the right foot. Then kicking that right leg up towards the sky, keeping the knee bent. Keeping the foot flexed. So really feeling that in towards your glute. And then exhale, release it down, switching sides. Bending the left knee, flexing the left foot, so drawing the toes down towards the earth, and then kicking that left leg up, so your thigh is maybe hovering away from the mat. It might not be very much, it might be a really small lift, and that's okay. Really feeling all of that into your left glute, and then exhale, release it down. Option to do that again one at a time, or if you like, you can do both together. So bending both knees, and then kicking both legs up. We want to make sure here that we're magnetizing the legs towards one another so the knees aren't splaying really wide. Hovering the thighs. Take another inhale, and then exhale, slowly release. Separate the hands, they maybe come underneath the shoulders, press into the hands and come up to tabletop position. Just a little bit of respite here for the wrists. So we'll wrap all four fingers around the thumb, and then bring the fist down onto the mat. And then just slowly rolling onto the face or the top of the hand. And your fingers may start to kind of splay open here. Keep a real softness into that right arm, so we're not putting a whole lot of weight into the top of the hand. And then just maybe rolling it forwards and back a little, or maybe just holding. And then coming back, separating the hands, and then doing the same on the other side. So take the thumb inside the four fingers, bring the fist onto the mat, and then slowly begin to roll the fist onto the top of the hand. Keeping that left arm nice and buoyant, nice and soft, so there's not a huge amount of weight pressing here into the hand. And then coming back to tabletop position. Gripping all 10 fingertips into the mat, so really feeling that weight shift from the heel of the hands into the fingertips, and then into the thumb mound and first finger mound. And then we'll slowly begin to lift the knees and come to downward facing dog. Take an inhale, shift the weight forwards, high plank. And then exhale, ripple back, downward facing dog. One more here, inhale. And exhale, down dog. Take the gaze forward, you can step or float the feet to the hands. Take an inhale, reach the arms up. And then exhale, twisting towards the left. Take an inhale, reach through center. Exhale, bend the knees, twisting towards the left side, right elbow wrapping around left thigh or aiming in that direction. Gaze can be up towards your left elbow or maybe down towards the mat. Take an inhale, come through center, reaching both arms up. And then exhale, hands to the mat. Stepping back to high plank. And then once again, walking the feet as close as they can, squeezing them towards one another. Draw the navel in, reach the crown forwards, reach your heels back, and then squeeze everything here. Soften your elbows slightly so that they reach back towards the feet, and then gently lower all the way down into the mat. You can, of course, bring your knees down first if you wish. Untuck the toes, this time cobra. Inhale, lift the heart up. And exhale, press back to downward facing dog. Inhale, shifting forwards, high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, shifting forwards, high plank. Exhale, let both knees come down towards the earth. Modified side plank will take the right toes back, left toes open out towards the side, right arm reaches up towards the sky. See if you can fire up through the hips a little bit more. So lift as far away as you can from the mat, while simultaneously pressing both hip points forwards. Option to reach your right arm overhead, getting more into the side core. Stay exactly as you are, or maybe lift up the left knee and cross the left leg over the right. Take one more breath in, and then exhale, release. Bring your left knee and right knee back to the mat. Inhale, sink your belly, lift your tailbone, lift your gaze. And then exhale, round through the spine. Coming back to a neutral spine, switching sides. Left toes glide back, right foot slightly opens out to the side, and then lifting into our modified side plank. Lift strongly your hips away from your mat whilst lightly pressing them forwards. Option to reach your left arm overhead. Breathing here into the side body. Staying exactly as you are, or maybe lifting the right leg and crossing it over the left. Can we get any more lift, any more buoyancy away from the mat? Taking one more inhale. And then exhale, unraveling. Right knee and left knee lands. Take an inhale, sink the belly, lift the tailbone, lift the gaze. And then exhale, round through the spine. Inhale, sink the belly, lift the tailbone, lift the gaze. And then exhale, round. Inhale, belly drops, gaze lifts, tailbone lifts. And then exhale, hips to heels, child's pose. Flip your palms so the top of your hands drop down, the palms of your hands open up towards the sky. Surrender here for a couple of breaths. And then whenever you're ready, you can continue on with your day. Thank you so much for joining me for this mini class.